Welcome to Are We Convinced, the podcast where we dive deep into the strange, the funny, the serious topics that have captured our attention throughout the week. I'm Tyree.
I'm Peter.
How are you?
Good to be back. I'm very good. I think the start of this episode we need to be a bit open about that we're not actually here.
Yeah, we're recording this a week in advance.
Yeah, just in case something really big happens and then we don't talk about it. That's always my fear. This will be Monday the 22nd, so I will be very impatient to tell you all of my Disney stories.
Oh, that's very true. You need to go on the Ratatouille ride again.
No.
Yes. No, because we were talking about the cinema. You went to the cinema after I said,
Mm-hmm.
now you need to take my advice again and go back on the Ratatouille ride and conquer your fears.
I just don't think that's a fear that I can get away from.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be faced with Ratatouille every day, so...
It's just the movement and I guess, I mean, I know what to expect, so maybe. I'm not going to promise anything, but maybe by this point I will have tried it again.
Okay.
I picked up a few things over this week anyway.
So have I, actually.
Okay. I'll let you go first this time. Because
okay.
I know I always kind of go off on a rant. So
let me see.
By the way, before we do start, can we just say thank you for all the new listeners and all the new followers and so on. If you've been hitting.
Yes, Peter's power washing fanatics are getting them somewhere. Or getting
not here.
Somewhere.
Not here. Not just power washing. Have you not been on my snow watch?
Yes, I was on your snow watch. I didn't realize that was a thing.
I didn't realize that my A-level geography would come into such use.
My A-level geography still has not come into any use. At least one of us is going well with that.
It's a little bit embarrassing when someone requests to see their place name on the map and you're not sure where it is. Even when we're talking about UK.
Yeah.
You know, I do struggle.
To find?
It's more the areas outside of London, so Essex. I struggle with Newcastle because there's so many Newcastles. I didn't know there was a Newcastle under Tyne.
Yes.
So the whole time I was looking at under Tyne instead of upon Tyne, which are two different parts of the map. I didn't understand what was going on. And it looks by your face, you didn't seem to understand that either.
Not really, no. Are they close to each other or far apart?
No, not really. Oh, hang on. It's not under Tyne. It's under Lyme. Lyme. But so what I was doing was I got a wee map on the screen because I was kind of thinking, because I can go live now on TikTok, I want to do something that could bring in...
You are obsessed with going live on TikTok. Every time I'm on, it's just, Peter is live, and you never know what it's going to be. It's either...
That's the beauty.
It's either power washing, I've seen the snow one now.
So I was trying with different things, and because I'm not obsessed with going live, I'm obsessed with getting followers.
The fact that you have just admitted that out loud.
I know. I just like seeing the number grow. So then I did a wee map, and it seems that a lot of people like to know when like snow is going to hit their town.
I didn't even know we were supposed to get snow, so...
Oh, I can tell you all about it.
Go ahead.
Saturday the 20th is apparently meant to be. Now, bearing in mind, by this date, hang on, where are we here? We're on the 22nd now.
Yeah.
So it will have already happened.
Yes.
So hopefully we don't have to go back to the future and I have to say that I was wrong and apologize for my comments. But Saturday the 20th was the date that it was set. Anyway, your first point. Let's go for your first.
Yes. So over the week, I've seen a couple of things come up just on my social media, and it were things that I completely forgot existed.
Okay.
And I've gone through a couple of people, and some people don't know what I'm talking about whenever I said them out loud. So I want to know, have you ever heard of egg in a cup?
This is so weird that you bring this up.
Why?
I had egg in a cup for the first time this week.
No way.
Yep. The only thing was that it was made with far too much butter.
Right.
And it was disgusting. I couldn't eat it. It was so sweet. But again, that was the first time I've ever heard of egg in a cup.
See, I remember growing up getting egg in a cup. And I don't know if it was one of those things that only happened once, and I think it happened my entire childhood, or if I did actually get it my entire childhood. But I saw a picture of it and I was like, I completely forgot this existed. Why have I not had this yet?
Now talk us through it. How do you make egg in a cup?
Now that I'm not entirely sure about.
Okay. So you didn't make it?
No, I didn't make it because
Oh,
it was a link to Egg in a Cup,
uh-huh.
but whenever I scrolled down, it was just a whole pile of waffle and it didn't actually give you a recipe.
So we're talking about eggs.
What? We are talking about eggs.
Why are you talking about waffles? The way I had egg in a cup was basically just boiled egg that was mashed up with butter
Okay.
and a bit of pepper.
Yes, salt and pepper going into it seems to be pretty common. I'll see if I can get this link up and show
But
you a
and this
picture
is
of
the
it.
thing though, because of the first time that I ever had it, it was just ruined completely because of the butter, and and now I'm a bit hesitant to go back and try it. Yeah, that's not what mine looked like.
What did yours look like?
Mine just looked like someone was sick in a cup.
This is it. Has anyone heard of egg in a cup where you put butter, boiled egg, salt and pepper in a cup and mash slash chop it together? It comes from the northeast of Scotland and it's a Scottish gem. I just, it looks
I,
so familiar to me, but
huh.
it would have been so weird to have it a couple of times and then just never have it again.
It would have to be like a family thing that you just do.
Yeah. And I'd said to some of my friends about it and they had absolutely no idea what I was talking about whenever I
Mhm.
said egg in a cup.
No, I was always kind of boiled egg with soldiers and dipping soldiers into the
Oh,
yolk.
yes.
That was my egg experience when I was younger.
That is quite possibly the best breakfast on a cold
Hmm.
morning to have.
I think it would make it a bit more extravagant now.
How would you make it?
Well, I don't think I'd be adding salt and pepper. Well, maybe my mum did. I don't know. But I'd feel like I wouldn't have been having like pepper and stuff on it when I was that age. All I
No.
remember is I was obsessed with ketchup. So ketchup went all over my toast and then I dipped that into the egg. It's such an easy, quick meal. Because you know what? I've kind of been obsessed with eggs recently, like just boiling eggs and then eating that with like a wee bit of packet of rice for lunch. Is that weird? And now I say this out loud, it sounds really weird. I also had couscous with just boiled eggs.
Right?
I feel my intake of bread is too much at the minute,
Mhm.
and I just feel really bloated at night. I actually was thinking of like my whole day. Was it yesterday or the day before? And every single one of my meals contained bread.
You know what? That sounds like the best meals because I love bread.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just love bread as well. Wait, what's the best bread? What do you think is the best brand of bread?
Um, I would go either Brennan's or Hovis.
Hovis.
Do you go thick?
I don't think I have a preference on that.
Mm,
White bread or brown bread?
oh, one white bread, 100%.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Do you remember
Well,
whenever
apparently
you
it's not.
well, no, it's not, but it's the best. Sometimes you have to sacrifice some things, and,
No.
I'm not sacrificing my white bread.
Now, to go posh on you, what about sourdough?
Oh, sourdough. It is so nice whenever you have, like, a nice wee soup as well,
Mm-hmm. Yep, get you.
but I wouldn't put it just in the toaster and have it
Would you not?
no, I don't think I would. I'd need to have it on, like, a
Mm,
special occasion. It's too fancy.
I'm quite a fan of cheese, but not melted on toast, but just cheese sliced on toast, and then just eating it the way not in a sandwich, just eating the toast, the
No,
cheese chopped on top,
no.
and no.
I don't really like cheese. Like, no.
Well, that would
No,
be the
I love cheese, but I don't like just chopping off a bit of mature cheddar and
oh
eating it.
extra mature cheddar. Although what I will say, it's an absolute pain to cut because as soon as you cut extra mature cheddar, it just like crumbles. It doesn't come off in slices.
No, mozzarella.
I'd have mozzarella over like spaghetti bolognese.
Have you ever tried Austrian smoked cheese?
No.
Now that is the only cheese that I would be able to take a knife to and just eat the entire packet.
What color is it?
It's just a cheese color.
Cheese. Come on, there's different colors of cheese. Is it white? I feel smoked would be a whitey browny color.
I don't know. I mean, I think it is more on the lighter side of the cheeses.
Right. Right.
Lighter color side, yeah.
Hmm. I
It's
got
fascinating.
this chili cheese for Christmas. I got like a wee cheese selection of
Oh,
chili cheese. There was apricot cheese, which was rotten.
oh,
And then there was onion. Well, cheese and onion, obviously, but for some reason it didn't work. You know, like crisps are okay, but just in the cheese form,
yeah.
it didn't work.
My dad got a cheese board for Christmas. He absolutely loves cheese.
I could eat cheese board every night.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like a wee mouse.
Maybe
Like,
that's why you're bloated.
no,
Cheese
I don't
does
think
what you
so.
want.
I don't think cheese bloats you.
Really?
100% be the bread. I'm like Stuart Little.
Where did that
Didn't he
come
eat it?
from?
They were like cheese. I just eat cheese. Wee mouse.
You kind of look like Stuart Little.
Now, it's funny you should say that because there was a Snapchat filter taken of me about 2 years ago that keeps coming up every time, and I look like the wee boy from Stuart Little. I could only know his name.
You look like a Stuart Little though.
So
Actually,
not the mouse. I just look like a
I
person
mean,
called Stuart Little.
you kind of look like the mouse as well.
Right. Okay. Don't know how to take that, but
Maybe this is why you don't like Ratatouille, because you're a mouse and not a
do
rat.
you know what? Do you know what? That's very true. That could be true.
It
And I
could
feel
be.
like the chef is chasing me personally around the kitchen.
Another thing that I totally forgot existed was a TV show.
Hmm.
Do you remember Hole in the Wall?
Yes. With I want to say Dale Winton. No,
I can't even remember who presented it.
I remember it was like quite a camp presenter.
But why did that ever get taken off? It
I know.
was so good.
What I really enjoyed, and this is going to sound really bad, but it was people going for the holes that were pretty obvious that they wouldn't get through the holes.
Yes.
You know, that
Yes.
kind of way. Like they tried to get in positions that you just were
This is gonna
obviously not
happen.
going to happen. Yeah. Yeah.
No. Well, like it feels like such a long time ago since that show was on TV.
What year do you think if you had to pick?
Oh, I'm gonna say 2014.
I just put hole in the wall and this came up. Give my headpiece. It was apparently it was a Japanese game to start off with.
Oh,
Hmm.
they do it the best. They do everything the best.
There's an American version too, and it was on. It was Dale Winton and also Anton Dubek presented it as well. 2008, and your face has dropped there.
2008.
2008. It ran now. Okay, the original race was 2008 to 2009, and then it was repeated on CBBC until 2014.
Well, I wouldn't have been watching it on. Did you say
No, I
CBBC?
CBBC, yeah, but it was on BBC One from 2008 September to December 2009.
I was 6 years old. How do I remember that show?
I feel like from like 6 to 8 is your prime memory.
Think so.
Hmm. I would remember more stuff around that age. Like, see, if I was a teenager, like 12, 13, can't
Yeah.
remember. But like that younger age, I feel like I can.
It's just so weird because all of those years just jumble together.
Hmm. Yeah,
That kind of scares me that I remember something from whenever I was 6 years old.
yeah, scary.
I can't remember what I did yesterday,
Yeah,
not even last week.
yeah. I remember this as clear as day, being in P1 and my friend throwing a car towards the teacher, like a wee toy car towards the teacher. And then I also one that my other memories of primary school was getting my tonsils out in P4, and not even just the tonsils because you're always going to remember that, but I specifically remember walking into the classroom after getting the tonsils out, and like just everyone looking at me because they knew I'd been away for like a week recovering from that, and just remember everyone looking at me. That's the two. I say two vivid memories from. And what age are you in P4? What, like, I don't know. Are you 10 or are you? I think you are. Do you start school at 6 or something? I think
Wait,
you do.
what?
Do you start school at 5 or 6?
Like,
When do you start P1? You
like
7 maybe?
3?
No, you're not 3.
No, not 3.
3 P1.
I was trying to do the maths in my head and it just wasn't
Mm,
working.
no, I could tell that. Oh,
um,
hey, well, you're not far wrong. To be fair, 5.
oh, 5.
Hmm. So 5, 6, 7. It was 8 in P4.
Was it 4? Or can you go? You must be able to go to nursery from 3.
Yeah, there's like now I don't really understand it still because there's like
Well, you
preschool and
know,
then there's
you do have a child, so
I know,
you
and
might
this is
need
this
to
is
know
why
this.
because it's coming up. But there's preschool and then there's preschool,
Yep.
and you should have a look. See if you've got nothing to do for a day, go on to a preschool's what's the word I'm looking for? Um, attendance guidelines or attendance requirements. It's a full list of sentences that don't make sense, saying if they're born before 2000 or if they're born before like 2021 and all these dates that don't make sense. It's my top Google search at the minute. Children who were born on or between April 1st of April 2020 to 1st of July 2020 inclusive, or were due to be born or on between those dates but were born earlier. That sentence makes no sense in my head.
Where are you at?
And then the other one was on or between 2nd of July 2021 and the 1st of July 2022 inclusive, or on or between 1st of April 2021 and 1st of July 2021 inclusive, or were due to be born on or between those dates but were born earlier. Is that not just anyone?
That is, yeah, that is
Doesn't that, isn't
very
that,
confusing.
it makes no sense. And I'm sitting reading, and even when I read it now, I've read it about 10 times, I still don't get it.
And that the child's parent has completed a request to defer the child starting P1 until September 2026.
What does that even mean?
Were due to be born on or between those dates, but were
Yeah.
born earlier.
Yeah.
That's like a full, 3-4 month period. Wonder how much earlier. Does it have a specific?
I'm not gonna lie, I got to that sentence and I threw the page away.
No, this is why I'm never having a child.
Simply because of the entry criteria for preschool. Back to hole in the wall then.
Yes, hole in the wall.
Hole in the wall. Would you have went on that game show?
Yes.
I would just be scared of the water.
Is there water?
It was over a swimming pool. You fell. If you didn't get through the hole.
I thought it was into a ball pit, like into one
No.
of those wee foam things.
No. It
Are you
was in
wearing
the
a
water.
life jacket?
No. I don't think you're going to
wanna
drown.
swim, so
I can't swim either. I don't think you're going to drown. Like, I think you could stand up in the water, but it's just it's the fact of falling into water.
yeah, I don't like that. I'm fine in a swimming pool, but I don't like whenever like I go to a water park and the water's coming up around my face.
Mm-hmm.
That terrifies me. And then they're like,
Yeah.
you can't wear goggles. I'm like, what difference does it make? It means I can see and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna have a panic attack.
I know. And do you know where I think that comes from?
Well, what?
It's being bathed as a child. My mum would just like throw water over my head to wash my hair, and I see the sensation of it going in my ear. I still can't stand it to this day. Like I feel like I'm drowning if water gets in my ear. You know, just that bubbly feel. I no, and I'm convinced that's where it comes from. Being bathed, just having buckets of water thrown over your head.
I think mine probably comes from the fact that my mum is terrified of water.
Right.
And I feel like she said it so much that now I'm terrified.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
it's been passed
can't
down.
do it. Yep.
Yeah. Think of it this way: when have you, up to this point in your life, needed to swim?
Like I go into the water whenever I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be able to swim.
No, it doesn't appeal to me.
It's like green. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
I could be okay with going into goo.
This actually links into something that I was going to say anyway. I was going to bring up the question: are you convinced that those type of shows should be brought back?
If they were really
Because-
good, yes.
See, this is the thing, because lately, Deal or No Deal, it's back. Well, it was back,
It was back and then they just axed it
and
again.
it stopped. Yeah,
Well,
but they're now talking about bringing back Bullseye with Paddy McGuinness.
I used to love Bullseye.
I used to like watching it on the repeat channel,
Yes.
and it was just the prizes were so funny.
I mean, you could win a car on a caravan.
Yeah. But like just seeing like someone win like a TV that was just ancient now. It's just so weird to see it, like looking back on that.
I was terrible at darts. We used to have a dartboard and I kept taking chunks out of the wall.
Yeah, that's one of the issues. Yeah, it's hard to practice that game.
Yeah, you need to practice it outside or
Mm.
not anywhere valuable anyway.
This is one that I don't think should have been brought back. Catchphrase.
I'm not gonna lie. I am the worst person at that game. I don't
It's a
understand
hard game.
single thing.
Mhm.
Like
I'm going to tell you a little story that I don't think I've ever told you before.
Okay.
I auditioned to be on Catchphrase.
Did you?
Yep.
No way.
And I went to the Europa in Belfast, did like these like team. Why this is the bit that got me. Like I'm auditioning to go on to a show that's just me that's doing the catchphrase, right? But they
Mm,
make you go in and do these team games and team building exercises to see how you are in a team. And I was too young just to like I was literally only 18, 19.
mhm.
So like I was too young to flourish. So it
Try it again.
didn't go anywhere. Yeah.
I auditioned for something as well, but,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Please do. You cannot say that. You can't say that and then backtrack. Was it a game show?
No, it wasn't.
Was it a role for something?
No,
Was it acting? No.
no,
Was it to be an extra?
no,
Was it to be first dates?
no, definitely not.
I can't think what else there is. X Factor,
Close?
Britain's Got Talent,
No.
The Voice.
Yes.
Did you audition to go on The Voice?
Yeah. I did get through to the first part of it, but
Okay.
what I didn't realize was there were so many steps you had to go through. You
Right.
obviously had to send off your application, and then you had to send off a video of you singing, and
Hmm.
then it was held in,
What did you sing?
you know what, I can't even remember.
Oh.
I actually can't remember now. But then you had to go into a room, you were given your number obviously, had to go into a room with a whole pile of people,
Hmm.
um, and sing 30 seconds of a cappella, and then you had to leave the room, come back, see if you got through, and then you had to sing a full song with a backing track,
Okay.
and then, I didn't get past that point.
They weren't like celebrity judges. They were just like
No,
people.
I
They were
think
just
yeah, I think
producers.
they were just, like, the producers of the show.
Yeah. See, that's the bit it killed it for me. Knowing that, like, you know, if they go on Britain's Got Talent, so it's not their first audition. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, people think it's the first time that they're seen. Yeah.
You still have so many steps to go through,
Yeah. Yeah.
but, haven't done it since, and I probably never will again. It's I'm one of those people, if I see an opportunity, I'm just like, "You know what? Worst case scenario, it's gonna be a no."
And especially like to get through anyway, so you might as well just go and do it.
Exactly, like, I wasn't even expecting to get called back for it,
Mm,
and I did, and I was like, "Oh my flip."
yeah.
But, opportunities and stuff.
I remember walking past the waterfront when the Britain's Got Talent editions were in there,
Oh?
and there was only like a really like tiny small crowd that were outside the front door, and they were filming like the walk in, like the judges walking in. I got a wee wave from it was Alicia at that point. Alicia,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Very
I was
nice.
chuffing myself.
That's your claim to fame.
It is, yeah, for clean for him. And how tiny Simon Cowell was,
Is he small?
like height, yeah.
Is he
And he's wearing a big, massive, like black coat, and he was smoking as
Oh,
he was like walking down the from his car into the entrance.
you've seen Simon Cowell? Wow.
The one show that not the one show, but the one show that I think I would want to go on is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, I couldn't. That seems too
So
stressful.
part of that is because I used to play the PlayStation 1 game, and I always got up to three quarters of that, but I know it's not going to be that easy. But part of what you were saying is like if you've nothing to lose, so like why not try to get that £1 million?
This is the thing. No, I don't know if I could do it. What why that show?
Just because of the amount of money. Or do you
Remember
know what's a good one actually as well? The Limitless Win that Ant and Deck do, and it's like a limitless. Is it
I've
Limitless
never
Win or?
watched that.
Oh, it's really good, but there's no upper level what you can win. Like if you keep going, you just keep going.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is good.
it is.
I'd like to go on Tipping Point.
That is the one show I can't stand.
Why? It's so
Do you know
good.
why? Do you know what it is? It's your man. I can't stand your man.
Ben.
Yeah,
I like him.
no,
Why do you not like him?
I don't know. There's just something like really cocky about him, and even when people like get it wrong, like he's just not genuine. You can tell he's just saying, "Oh, oh, you didn't get, oh, no, I'm sorry. And then he just goes on. There's no, like, compare him to like Bradley Walsh.
I was literally about to say The Chase.
Yeah. I would
I
feel
still couldn't
far
do
more
that either.
comfortable. I think the chase would be very hard, actually.
I think so too, yeah.
And then if you get through, it's not guaranteed.
No,
It's the other people that will slow you down.
it really annoys me.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. But I've just thought of a game show. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, it really annoys me whenever they do the celebrity one, and obviously all that money is supposed to go to charity, and they just beat them anyway, and I'm like,
I know.
you're,
Just slow down a bit.
yeah. What?
Golden Balls.
Oh, I kind of
That
remember
has
that.
it has to be the best show. And there's always a clip that comes up on TikTok of the girl. So they have like is it Steal or Split at the very end of the show. So like there's two, they're going head to head, and they both got two balls that say Steal or Split, and they show Split if they both want to split the money, or Steal. And if one picks Steal, they get the money. But
Mhm.
if they both pick Steal, then the money goes away.
Oh.
And there's that episode where the woman is like, "No, I 100% I'm going to split it. I'm going to do this because they'll get like 50 grand each or something." And in the
Mhm.
end, she steals, and he splits. But she convinced him into saying that they were going to split it with each other. And it's just the reaction. It's just tense.
See, you can't trust anyone.
You can't. You can't. It was the best episode ever.
Unbelievable. The thing that it's not exactly a game show,
Mhm.
but Takeshi's Castle.
I don't think I've ever watched that. I've seen it. I flicked past it, but I don't think I've ever watched a full episode of that.
It's I haven't watched the new one, but the old one was just a childhood memory. So, so good.
So that's like wee challenges that you do.
Yeah.
Yes, it's funny you say that. There is a new one. The guy Remish or something you call him. He did the
I don't know.
glasses.
But
It reminds me of. Do you ever watch Raven? Every time I mention this to someone, that's the exact reaction that I get.
I kind of remember it.
It was on CBBC, and that's exactly what it was. Like it was an adventure game. It was like you had to complete all these wee levels.
There's another one like that growing up. I can't remember for the life of me what it's called, but it was the best game show ever. And that's all I can remember.
Is that the name of it?
No, no.
Oh right. Hang on. All that you can remember of this TV show is it was good.
It was like really creepy. I think it was in a tower and it had all these like different levels. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. But it was creepy.
It's not bringing back anything for me. So the argument is, should the game shows be brought? Certain shows shouldn't be brought back because they get ruined. You know, like the classic, like remember your man Bruce? What do you call him? Bruce. He dancing on
Springsteen,
ice. No, not Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen hosted the game show.
Bruce Willis,
No,
Chris
he did
Jenner.
dance. He did dancing on ice. Here's he did dancing on ice. Remember he came out and he did the wee dancing all. He's got a big chin. Bruce Forsyth. Forsyth. He was like the ultimate, like back in the day, not in my day, obviously, it was like before my time. I think they brought this back. Do you know who it was? It was Alan Carr who brought that game show back. Alan Carr like did a series of like, and he did different game shows, like Play Your Cards Right and
I remember
Price
that
is Right and
one,
so
yeah.
on. Yeah, and that's when I thought that shouldn't have been brought back. Like it should be left in that era. Alan Carr's epic game show, and he did like a different game show every week, but he just ruined it. He just ruined it.
I like Alan Carr.
No, I do. I like Alan Carr. To be fair, I just think that some should be left, and some like the Bullseye thing. I like Bullseye. I don't know if I'm gonna like Paddy McGuinness as the host of Bullseye.
I can't
Like,
really see him doing Bullseye.
okay, is that our game show talk out of the way?
Yeah, I think that was the majority of.
But I have one more thing,
Okay.
and it is.
Could a banana before bed be the key to a good night's sleep?
You know what I was saying about bread and being bloated?
Mm-hmm.
I always feel after eating a banana. I actually can't remember the last time I've had a banana, but I just remember the feeling in your stomach. It just lies there, it feels like it doesn't digest.
Did this come from our conversation last night about crepes and bananas and
No,
Nutella?
it didn't. It didn't. No. But here, now this is the weird thing. I can eat that no problem when the banana's sliced up and it's with other things. But see, just eating a banana on its own,
Mhm.
it kills my stomach.
That's
It
so
makes me it,
weird.
it makes me so heavy. When was the last time you had a banana like on its own?
Oh, a while ago. I need to see it in the kitchen, walk past it, and then look back and be like, you know what? I feel like a
What
banana
a
today.
weird scenario that you're pointing out here.
This happens to me every time. I look for something in the kitchen to eat, and then
Hmm.
I see that there's just a nice what's like a clump of bananas? Is that what you would call it?
Batch.
Batch? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. There'll be a batch of bananas sitting there, nice, really nice color, and I'm like, oh, I feel like a banana. Sorry, that
Are
was so
you?
random, but
Yeah, very random. The fact that you have to see it in your kitchen to then want it.
yeah.
You're like you're a bit like me when it come, but I would be like that with ads and seeing something on TV. I'm very, what's the word, susceptible, susceptible, is that a word, where I'm prone to just buy something because I've seen it. You just see something in your house, so you want to have it.
See,
Like
I
you
have
haven't thought about that banana.
See, this is where it gets confusing because then if I want something, like say I'm thinking, oh, do I want a Domino's or do I want something else? I have to physically think about it and be like, do I want this? And then I imagine myself eating it and be like, you know what? Yeah, I do want it.
Imagine yourself eating it.
Sometimes I do that. Maybe it's just, I don't know.
No, that's a good thing because I would be the opposite. I would be impulse, and I would just buy it and then regret it.
We're opposite there then.
I've never has it popped into my head going, hang on, I'll just imagine eating this cheeseburger pizza
And
topping
like,
from Domino's.
is this going to fulfill me or not?
It's
If the
very
answer is
philosophical.
yeah, if the answer is yes, then I'm like, that's what I'm going for.
Will this fulfill me or not? I've never asked that question in my life.
Really?
Out loud or in my head. But I can just see in the middle of pre-mark going, will this fulfill me or not? What a weird scenario you put yourself in.
What? It's just it's just what I do.
It's a fair. More people should use that.
I
When
can
you're at
be
when you're at like a McDonald's drive-through,
oh that
do
I
you?
can't do drive-through. I
Why?
hate going through the drive-through. Just feel like there's so much pressure.
What pressure?
Well, you go up to the drive-through, you have to make sure you're not going to hit a curb to start with. Then
Huh?
you've got like two screens at the start which show maybe like four things on a menu.
Mm-hmm.
You get up to the screen. The screen doesn't even show the whole menu. And you're trying to think, what do I want here? Do I want to go for the same thing? Do I want to go for something different? And then everything that's on the screen disappears for new things. And it's just it feels like a lot of pressure to know exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, okay, yeah, I'm with you on that point. That there's no thinking time.
Just give me the menu.
Yeah, like menu, it should be old school. It should be just on paper and doesn't change.
Yes, agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But this is the thing. I had got the stuff out of McDonald's. That was fine, ate it. And then I was like, you know what? I really want to go back in for a McFlurry.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the drive through. I'm like, can I have a McFlurry, please? I'm sorry, our ice cream machine's broken. I'm like, what do I do in this situation? I don't want
Yeah.
anything else. I can't just go round the drive through.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, can I just get a Coke?
That's so embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah.
Embarrassing. But that relates back to our very first episode of the
It
podcast.
does. It does.
And I'll
It
know
does.
this for
But
future.
I didn't know. I didn't know that was an anxiety of yours.
Yeah, I have a lot of anxiety surrounding a lot of really stupid things. And that is one
Is
of
this
them.
is this all? Is this drive-throughs in general?
Um,
Can you do like a Starbucks drive-through?
no, because Starbucks is even more confusing.
Mm.
And the one thing
Here's a.
that no, the one thing I always get out of Starbucks has the longest name possible.
I hate that. I hate that.
It's, what is it? It's an iced, shaken, oat brown sugar espresso. There is no need for coffee to be that long of a name. How did we get from McDonald's to bananas
So
or
yeah, so bananas. So
apples?
bananas are on the screen, right? So
Yeah.
would you eat a banana before sleep? Is what is the question? Because I just think I would be too full.
No, I mean I've eaten a banana before sleeping sometimes, yeah.
The Sleep Charity has released its top 5 tips on how to get better quality sleep. This is what I need. This is what I need to get because I honestly wake up like every hour.
Really?
I don't sleep straight through anymore.
That's not good.
It's not good. And then I think the more I think about it, then the more I can't get to sleep because I
Mm.
know like it is a vicious circle. They say that bananas in particular can help you drift off due to their high level of magnesium and potassium, which help to relax muscles.
Mhm.
Now, I was led to believe that bananas are for energy
Okay.
because my granda, who plays golf, most of the golfers will take a banana out with them on the golf course because it gives them energy. That's what they say. They eat banana because it gives you the energy.
I just thought everyone lifted a banana because it was a really easy, healthy snack to take
Well,
around.
there is that. That should be the strap line. Well, can you be the one to test this? And can you have a banana before bed, and then you can report back and if you had a good night's sleep or not?
Yes, I can do.
Because if I do that, I'll be up all night
Yeah, we don't want that.
with a lead stomach.
It's my homework.
Yeah. So thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and thank you for all the new listeners. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Please hit the button.
Hit the follow button, guys.
So next week, the banana results and the Disney results. Tune in to find out.
Mhm.
There's also, I want to mention, and I don't want to mention where it is, but I was in touch with a shop on TikTok who is never off my timeline. And I asked, like, can we come and can we like just like do a wee bit for the podcast? And they're up for it.
This
So
is going to be interesting.
I honestly can't wait.
Are we convinced? First road trip.
Yeah, I honestly cannot wait to meet this person.
Yeah,
Like
you really like you are
she,
fangirling hard right now.
mhm. She's been all over my TikTok and like since lockdown.
To be fair, she has been over mine as well. It has died down a wee bit, but she's back on the scene.
Yeah,
I'm
that's all I'll say about that.
I'm intrigued.